Hello and welcome again to MJTV. I'm your host, Matthew James. This is a brief intensive mediumship training workshop video based on something that I want to introduce. It's one of the subjects that we deal with in our workshops, and it's called the observant mind. Now I'm going to be referring to some notes, so if you see my eyes diverting down, it's because I've got the actual work notes. These are the work notes that everybody gets in basically the training groups, and we're dealing here with the mind clearing technique. This is the observant mind. These are the notes that are the actual notes that everybody gets. They get them in this sort of format. What I thought I would do is I want to talk about the observant mind, which is a mind clearing technique. So if my eyes are diverted down like this, it's because I'm referring to the notes. I'm not going to read them parrot fashion, but I just want people to just get an idea and a bit of a taster of what we're going to be actually dealing with as far as the workshop is concerned. Now I'll just get myself a little bit comfortable so I can actually read from this for you, just to give you an idea. Now, prior to this is the art of knowing that the other video was talking about. So this is sort of the next stage to it. And what I can't stress enough about is this real importance of mind clearing, keeping your mind free of the daily dross that goes on in the mind, like the bills and the mortgage and all the woes and the worries of the material world. Now, what you have to do is you've got to clear yourself, your mind, of all this internal dialogue. And it's vital in any mediumship connection that your mind is able to totally focus on and tune into a conversation that is happening within, that's happening in here, because most of the connections actually occur in here. And if your mind is completely full of the daily grime, the daily crap, you're not going to pick those connections up. This is basically your transmitter and your receiver. This here, your mind, that is it. That's your radio station. Now the thing is it's really, really important that you have the technique where you can actually be aware of these conversations that are going on. You can pick them up, you can respond to them. This is where the term the observant mind comes in. It is a Buddhist term about being in the observation mode, the observant mind. You're observing your thoughts. You're not taking part in the thoughts. You're observing them. You're aware what's going on. You're watching. It's like you're sitting back. It's like you're being in a waiting room somewhere, or you're in a public house somewhere, and you've got a glass screen between you and the other occupants in that room, and you are literally watching without taking part. You're aware of everything, every thought, every feeling, every emotion, every suggestion that your mind comes up. All that is contributory to that conversation that is going on. Now, so let us ponder on this observant mind. What I want you to do is actually get a pen and paper right now, a notebook right now, and just ponder on the observant mind. And write down on this piece of paper what you understand the observant mind to be. So you put the observant mind. You write down what the observant mind is to you, what it entails, and also what you understand the state of that state of mind to be like. How do you imagine it feels to be in the observant mind? Now, some of you may well have already been aware of this exercise and this term. For you guys, this is going to be really, really, really easy. But by pondering on in this way, what you're doing is you're actually creating a sense of anticipation and preparation for the subconscious mind by thinking of the observant mind and trying to sense what the observant mind is like. You're actually priming your subconscious mind that, hey, I want to observe my thoughts. I want to be aware of what's happening up here. Now, what I want you to do is just at this moment, right now, wherever you are, get yourself comfortable, get yourself really, really comfortable, right? And we're actually going to experience the observant mind. So what I want you actually to do is completely relax. Because moving into the observant mind mode, we attain it by doing this. You close your eyes. You ensure that you think about absolutely nothing. So you close your eyes and you just let your thoughts drift for a moment until you get to a point where you feel that you are not thinking about anything. There is a technique, there is a mind clearing technique which does go with this, that can help you get to this clear, closed mind, this empty mind scenario. But hold that second, that 1 second that you're not thinking everything. Hold it for a second or two. Have 1 second or 2 seconds of no thoughts. Hold it for as long as you can. And then when a stray thought comes back in, when you start thinking again, bring your attention to exactly how you're breathing. Let that stray thought go and really focus on how you're breathing. Notice your breathing pattern. Now notice it, don't think about it. You notice that breathing pattern. So you get to a point in your awareness that all you are doing is you're aware of your breathing and nothing more. You're not thinking, you're focusing on your breathing. Then suddenly the observant mind will click in. There will come a point where you're not aware of anything other than your breathing. You're focusing on your breathing. You're just thinking about your breathing. You're just observing your breathing. You'll be observing your heartbeat. There will come a point where a single strand of thought will surface in the mind. And rather than you thinking that thought, you will be observing the thought. That is two entirely different things. Thinking a thought and observing a thought are two different things. As the observer, you're not taking part on those thoughts. You're not creating those thoughts. Therefore, those thoughts are coming from somewhere else. This is the communication. This is the mediumship. This is what you are receiving. This is the point of transmission from somewhere else. This is what we're trying to get to. This is what we're trying to reach. They cannot be your thoughts because you're observing your mind. There must be something else. It must be from somewhere else. That is the observant mind. And basically in the level 1, stage 1 IMT workshop, we do actually go through the observant mind, the exercise, how to get into observation mind mode, how to mind clear. These are basically in the early stages of the workshop. I mean, it's basically only on page 3. There is a lot of information in the pad here. There are Kabbalah meditations, so there's quite a lot of information to get through. There's a thing on inside the spirit world there, sorry, on that page there. That's something else that we actually deal with. There are Kabbalah meditations. There's group exercises about making a connection, and there is also the nice certificate at the end there, which obviously is a memento from the workshop. So what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to leave the this transmission right here, and I will be introducing other parts of the workshop and other things very, very shortly in another one of these broadcasts. But for now, thank you for your time. My name is Matthew James. You have been watching MJT.